Hello guys, welcome to my channel again. This is the second video of the shirt course. I'll be teaching you today how to make a sleeve placket. As neat as this, a professional sleeve placket. So just stick with me to the end and you'll learn it. So let's start. Alright, so I've already cut my that is using what the pattern of shirt cutting I taught you. I've already cut my shirt and this is the sleeve. As you can see, like I explained to you, I folded the fabric into four and I cut my sleeve, both the left and the right sleeve. I cut them at the same time. So what I want to do now is I want to cut the sleeve placket points. So what you do is you pick one part, either the left or the right part from the middle. So you divide one of the parts into two. You can see it on 7.5 divided by 2. You have 3.75. So that's the points. And then I want the depth to be 6 inches or 6 inches. And mind you, when I'm cutting it, I cut them. I put both the left and the right sleeve together, so that I don't go and cut two left sleeve or two right sleeve. So that's as soon as I want to make the placket proper. So just get a pieces like this, a piece of fabric you're using. So just fold it like this. First of all, fold it 1 inch ironing and then fold it the second time. This is 1/4, as you can see. Depending on how slim or how fat you want it to be, there's no particular size for this. It just depends on what you want. So 1/4. So I'll go ahead and just cut it. Mind you, when I'm cutting it, I'm leaving a 1/4 inch outside it. That's 0.25 inch outside it. And I want the length of my placket to be 2 inches longer than the opening I left. That is 8 inches. Remember, the opening we did on the sleeve was 6 inches, and then this is 8 inches. So I'll go ahead and do the same thing on this one. Just the same thing exactly. So that's that. This is the outer sleeve. Now I want to do the inner placket. So I'm going to use a checked fabric so that I get this some sort of a classy feeling instead of using the same white. This is going to be inside, but it's always finer when you use another fabric inside. And make sure you use a fabric that doesn't wash off, so that it doesn't stain the white. So you can see, so I ironed it the first time, and then the second time I folded it, and then see how I did it. I folded 2 parts, and then the distance between the folding is about 1.5 inch. So I just fold it into 2 like this. However, the folding is not equal. The upper one is not equal with the one at the bottom. There's a little space between them, about 0.1 inch. So you can see this is what we have. So I'll just head over to the machine and we'll start sewing, and you see how it's done. So just follow me. So this is the sleeve that we cut earlier. You can see it. This is the sleeve. So what I'll do next, first thing I'll do is I'll just mark this part so that I'll know where the inside and the outside is, especially for fabrics where both the inside and the outside look alike. If not, if you don't do this, you might go and make 2 right sleeves or 2 left sleeves. So this is how you'll be able to avoid that mistake. So what you do now is you carry the fabric. Remember, one of them, the top one is shorter than the one under. So I'll open it like this. It's going to be like this. That's the longer part to be under, and the shorter part to be at the top. So I'll fold it this way to form some sort of a triangle, and I'll put it under like this, and then I will cover it, and then I'll stitch it. You can see how easy it is, guys. This is way easier than, I know a lot of method, but this is way easier and it is way neater. You can see how it is on the inside. So I'll just trim off the excess. So sorry, this is the outside. So I'll just trim off the excess. That's the good part. So this is now the inside. You can see how the inside is also neat. So I'll just notch here with about 0.25 inch. You can see it, 1/4 inch. The same inch with the allowance we left while we were trimming this. You can see we notched 1/4 inch, the same thing with the allowance we left while we were making these plackets. So you are going to sew that exactly on that 1/4 inch, making sure you don't sew on it. So you just sew it like this and try not to sew on the main placket at the top. So when you get to where the notching is, you stop. cut your thread, cut your threads. You can see the 2 inches that passes. So this is the inside. You can see the mark I made. This is the bad part or the wrong part of the fabric. So you turn it like this, bringing it outside to the good side, and you turn it like this and you sew it. So let me just come over it again. Let me just go over it again. Remember, we sewed it this way. Sewed it this way, avoiding making sure I don't sew the top of the main fabric. This is the bad side. You sew it through the bad side of the fabric. So I just push it under like this. You can see it. Then I'll turn it like this. Turn it like this. And this seam allowance, this seaming we did, we just try to stretch it like this, and then we'll push it inside. Push it inside like this, and then we'll cover our plackets and then stitch on the plackets. You can see there, like I said, there are so many methods of doing this. In fact, I have about 2 different methods on this channel, but I think this is way more better because this is the way it is done on the when you buy the ready-made shirts. So maybe in the future I'll do another different method to show you. So you just pause it like this, fold the tip. You can either fold the tip to be 4-cornered or create a triangle like I just did like this. Then you go ahead and stitch it and then come back up. Make sure you stop around a little bit above that point. A little bit above it, and that's perfect. Then you turn and then you cover it up like this. So that's that. That's actually easy. You can see how it is now. So you can see how clean the inside is, how it makes sense. So this is for the left sleeve. This is for the left sleeve. You can see how the inside it is neat, guys. So we'll do the same thing for the right sleeve. So I'll just fast forward these parts. So for the right sleeve, you are going to be putting it this way. That means the smaller parts should be at the top still, and then the bigger part should be at the bottom again. Remember, for the left sleeve, you put it towards the left. For the right sleeve, you are putting it towards the right. You can see it. Fold it this way because you are putting it towards the right like this. Then you cover and then you stitch. So that's that. I'll just fast forward it. So the same thing, you turn it and you notch 1/4 a quarter, that's 0.25. Cut your thread and then you turn it and you sew. So guys, if you've not subscribed and you've watched to this point, please just hit the subscribe button. It's just below the screen. Hit the subscribe button, turn your notification bell so that whenever I drop a video, you'll be notified and you'll be first to watch it. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just sew the tip of my sleeve. I'm going to sew it facing, coming out on the right side of the fabric. You can see this is the right side of the fabric. You can see this is the top part of the fabric. So I'm going to sew it, fold it coming out, not going in. I'm going to fold it coming out. So just follow this series I'm doing. By the end of this series, you'll be able to sew a very clean shirt. A very clean shirt, like in such a way that you can even sell to boutiques. I do that a lot. When I need a very quick money, I just get a little money, go to the market, buy fabrics, and then sew and supply to boutiques. And of course, my clothes is as neat as ready-made imported shirts, so they buy it from me. So if you stick to the end of this class, you are going to learn how to sew shirts as neat as I do. So I'll just iron them to remove all the squeezes. You can see the squeezes are gone. So just iron them and then you turn it like this and iron this stitch you did at the top. So guys, that's basically how to make a sleeve placket. In the next tutorial, you learn how to make the front of the shirt and then how to join the back to the front, and then we'll continue from there. Thank you so much guys for watching. Have a great day. I love you. Remember to subscribe. Bye.